has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Robinson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with Allen. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Anything to make of this or just a bad stretch? Because he had the 2 fumbles he lost last week and now a 3rd.
It's a bad stretch, but it's one that he has to make sure he overcomes. This isn't on anyone else but him. Taking care of the ball, tucking it away, keeping it high and tight, all the while doing that and not slowing down his running and his ability to move the ball forward.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stumped that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Yeah. And they'll run with ETN.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Robinson up the middle.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. 14. Dolphins, nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to ETN.
That he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Again, it's Robinson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson
doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter.
And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play. To a hit and the ball is out.
21-0 our score after 1.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Hey, check mega.
They'll run with Allen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Let's go.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Blue check.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. After the turnover, it's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he comes back with one complete.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Three.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, a good move at the 5. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
On the set.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence
With touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Edo Blue.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here's Tua.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball. and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 25 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Red cycle. Right.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Go. Bravo.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Blue striker.
From the 45 on 2nd down.
Tua. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Now Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Michael, 3-3.
Tua sets up to pass it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Lawrence to throw.
And able to find Kirk complete.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
On 1st down, Lawrence
sets up the screen to Robinson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
on the counter, Etienne.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That throw complete to his tight end Long.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a carry for Allen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man. It's the tight end Long. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the draw, here's Allen. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Robinson. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On third down, Chisholm. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. Well, I like